Hey, what's good, y'all? Yeah, so I see the deflection tactics. These channels that continue to want to um they want to speak on Alicia Bungarner's positive drug test, for PED usage. And I just want to say I can clearly see the deflection tactic, to get the spotlight off of Crawford and the unusual way that he boxed Errol Spence and um how freakish his power looked, and amongst other things. And I mean, some people might can't see the plight, but I see it. And I mean, um, people are trying to they're trying to like put her with Victor Conte some type of way and say that she has dealings with Conte, and and she's one of the fighters who take snack and are on his snack program. I haven't looked that up to verify that yet, so I don't know how true that is. It could be. I don't know, but if she is, then whatever was caught in her system was not uh, an ingredient of the snack, which Victor Conti um, is the engineer of. You know what I'm saying? He created snack. You know what I'm saying? He knows all the ingredients and things of that nature. And the ingredients in snack are allegedly undetectable. You know, by the drug test. When they take it usually doesn't pop up. So whatever it is that was in her system, which I believe I told y'all before, was an older steroid, which makes it even more creepy, because you would think that if she knows that this type of stuff is going to pop up, why would you use it purposely? You know what I'm saying? It just makes me think that, like I said, a lot of times when you see shit like this happening, and it's a lot of politics going on in boxing at the time, and then people start speaking out and voicing their opinions instead of just fighting like they expect boxers to do. Just fight. Don't be smart. You know what I'm saying? Don't get smart. Don't get cute, motherfucker. You get your bitch ass in there and box. That's what we paid you to do. We don't want to hear what you think about this and how you feel about this person and what you think they shouldn't say and what don't be happening. It's just odd that when people start doing shit like that, funny style shit start happening. You know? So her being intertwined with Victor Conti has nothing to do with her failed drug test, because if she was truly with Victor Conti, or his juice is what was helping her doing her performances, then she would have never tested dirty, because his juice is undetectable. See? So I'm not understanding. You know what I mean? I'm not really getting how her being intertwined with Victor Conti would have anything to do with her positive failed PED test. She had something in her system that was detectable. That has nothing to do with Victor Conti. I noticed all those people who was on a snack program either's got very good punch resistance, or they have a real good night. Y'all remember Caleb Plant wasn't really known for no power like that, and how he flattened Anthony Durrell? He flattened the shit out of Anthony Durrell with that left hook. One punch. That was a one punch. And like they say, you never really known Crawford to knock people down in the second round with just one hard ass shot. I mean, knock somebody on their ass, damn near flatten them. You know what I'm saying? And you never really seen Caleb Plant do no shit. Matter of fact, you have never seen Caleb Plant do nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the fights look different when both people are snacking. When both people got the Scooby snacks, the fight looks more competitive. But like I said, man, it's all about who's the best cheater now. So, you got one guy coming in the ring not juicing. I don't know no more. I don't know no more. I think if somebody comes in the ring not juicing, it's because they have to, and somebody made them do that. They see, because they'll tell you it's VADA testing, but you got crooked people behind the scenes like Victor Conte who works for VADA. If he works for VADA, then he can control the outcome of the goddamn test. Say, oh man, he was tested, he's clean, but he's not clean. You think he's clean? They told you you got to be. Now they really check for a specific fighter's urine. You see what I'm saying? They'll really, if you're they trying to how can I say it, like blackball you or teach you some type of lesson or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They'll focus on that particular fighter, and they'll let the other fighters slide because that's part of the plan. That's how they want shit to go. Boxing is corrupt, man. If people think that boxing is fair, look, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? You know, because most of these people that comment in the comment section, they know that boxing is bullshit. They know that it's rigged and all that, and they just think it's funny. They like that shit. They think that shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. To see people die in the ring, they think that shit is funny too. They'll play a role like, oh, R.I.P. Patrick Day and all of this shit, right? But then they in there clowning a nigga that looked like he could have possibly, you know what I'm saying, needed some serious medical attention. Once again, you can't have it both ways. You either care about the fighters and you don't, or you don't. And it's clear that most people don't give a fuck about these fighters. They just care about being entertained. Are you entertained? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Because how else could you explain the behavior of people? You know, the cheating in boxing needs to stop 1 minute. Then when you point towards what looks like cheating, oh, it's nothing to see here, people. I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to say that. Even though you know these people deal with individuals or an individual who specializes in non-detectable PEDs. You know this. You know it. And you just say, fuck it. So if you're going to say fuck it, then like I said, just understand. You people are one of the reasons why boxing is going to shit. And one of the reasons why this rematch between Crawford and Errol Spence, it's not going to make nearly as much money as the first fight did. I'm willing to bet money on that shit. It's not going to make nearly as much money. People might go buy the fight. I mean, as far as going to see it, buy tickets to go see the fight, but that pay-per-view shit is dead. Everybody that I know that bought that fight say they are not buying the second one. That's at least 10 people that I know. That's just me. How much is 10? You might think that ain't a lot of money, but hey, it adds up. 10 pay-per-views is what? Is it tax? What's that, about $1,000? They about $90 a fight. Shit, man. Who would want to sit up there, man, and get shortchanged? Knowing that they've been watching boxing for years, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how shit look when something ain't right in the ring. Just to have somebody tell them that it was the fighter's ability and that fighter being just that talented. Well, why can't you just give the guy credit for being that talented? Because the motherfucker's never shown that type of ability before. If the motherfucker showed that type of ability, I'd have bet with that motherfucker everybody he fought. Had he been performing like that. So we can keep playing these games and act like that's just the way that Terrence Crawford always performs. And we can act like he's done that to even lesser competition. We can act like that. We can act like he beat the shit out of one-leg Jose Benavidez that couldn't get off the line and didn't have no lateral movement to get out of way of Crawford's punches. For whatever reason, he couldn't do it to him. For whatever reason. His face didn't look all busted up for whatever reason. So when Errol Spence comes back, I want him to fight Jose Benavidez. I want to see him get the shit beat out of him by Jose Benavidez, because Jose Benavidez clearly, even with one good leg, is a better fighter. It's even a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. Clearly. Right? That's why I want to see him fight. I want to see how he does with the guy with one leg. I want to see if it goes 10 rounds. Who y'all picking in that fight? Because Jose Benavidez moved up to 154. He lost to Danny Garcia at 154. The first fight Danny had at 154, moving up from 147. Who y'all picking that fight? See, because you're not gonna pick Jose Benavidez. Why? Why though? Why wouldn't you pick Jose Benavidez? This the games y'all play. You know you're not gonna pick Jose Benavidez. You know it. But you should be able to, right? Being that he put up a way better performance than Errol did. But you still wouldn't pick him to beat Errol, would you? Now, how does that work? Something in the milk ain't clean. That don't, something just don't seem right with that. How does that work? Oh, well, styles make fights, man. Oh, okay. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. So, hey, I guess, Jose Benavidez is a righty. So I guess, I guess a Southpaw have a more difficult time with a righty. I thought Southpaw's advantage was being Southpaw, against a conventional fighter. I thought that Southpaw always had the advantage. At least that's what I thought. I mean, unless a person's used to fighting Southpaws. But, like I say, they say skills pay the bills and all of that type of shit. And, like I say, if that's the case, then, he can beat everybody in boxing. But Alicia Bungarner and her failed PED test, that shit don't got nothing to do with Victor Conte. Even if she's with Victor Conte, she'll never pop dirty under Victor Conte because his PEDs are undetectable. And, like I say, it's only about 3 boxing channels talking about Victor Conte and his undetectable PED usage, and you still got ignorant Crawford dick suckers. You know what I'm saying? Defending Crawford, talking about, well, until he popped dirty, after a motherfucker just told these people he's with Victor Conte, a guy who specializes in undetectable PED drug use. It's like they don't hear that part. It ain't that they don't hear it. They don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Their whole thing is to defend Crawford by any means necessary for whatever sick, twisted reason, ignoring all facts. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, they're the most bitter motherfuckers I've ever seen. I've never seen a motherfucker, that guy win a fight and they more bitter than the people who lost. Never seen no shit like that in history. How the fuck you gonna be bitter and you won? How are you a sore winner? Nothing that Errol Spence fans say should bother you. It doesn't change the fact that he got his ass whipped, and it doesn't change the fact that you won. So why are you fucking with people? Why does it matter, yo? You know what the fuck you saw, bitch. Don't you? You know what you saw, and you want to defend it. Most of the time, guilty people will go the extra mile to defend some shit that they don't even gotta defend because they know they fucking guilty. You know what I'm saying? Most people that ain't guilty about something, they'll defend it, but they're not gonna be going all crazy with it because they know they ain't did shit wrong. Y'all go to a whole nother extent, man, just to defend what's obvious. So, I detect no lies here. You get in the comment section, you tell me where I lied at. You know what I'm saying? And stop me when I stop telling the truth at the end of the day. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.